I know many
And
of them.
there's also gay people that do it too. So that's a benefit to society, right?
Exactly. Okay, but trying to push your lifestyle, okay, on a society, okay.
You're pushing
God,
your
okay.
lifestyle, sir. Sir, I'm sorry to cut you off again, but that's what you're doing. You're saying that one lifestyle is a sin against God and that they'll go to hell because of it. And then you're saying that it's the gay people that are forcing their lifestyle on our society? You're forcing your lifestyle on society.
No, you are forcing your life.
Okay. And what was your name?
My name's Joe.
Joe. Okay. Well, thanks so much for coming on. I heard you wanted to talk a little bit about LGBT and Christianity stuff.
Sure.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, I can start with my take, or if you want to start with yours, it's really up to you.
Okay, well, something I just told Matthew, okay, that before coming on with you, LGBTQ, okay, and other things like lying, stealing, murdering, okay, they're all sins, okay. The one sin that is unforgivable, okay, with Christianity is disbelief, okay,
Okay.
it's disbelief, okay. Christ, okay, who was the center of Christianity, okay, because it's his shed blood that paid for your sins and for mine, okay? The most important thing, okay, is your faith, is getting to know Christ, the character of Christ. It's not a religion, it's a relationship. It's a relationship with Christ,
Okay.
okay? Because you have to understand, okay? Paul, okay, who was one of Christ's disciples, he was a murderer, okay? Moses, okay, he was a murderer.
Mm-hmm.
There was a thief. There were two thieves hanging on the cross besides Jesus. There was a good thief and a bad thief. There was a good thief, okay, the bad thief says, well, if you're the Son of God, take us all down from the cross and save all of us, okay? That was his response. The response from the other thief, okay, was, Lord, remember me when you come into your kingdom. In other words, he had no chance to reform his life. He did nothing to reform his life at all.
Mm-hmm.
All he did was ask for Christ to remember him.
Oh, yeah.
And
No,
Jesus,
I think that oh, sorry, go ahead.
he said, I assure you, today you'll be with me in paradise.
Right.
Okay? So his sins were all accounted for. It was based solely upon his relationship with Christ.
Well, I think I want to go
Christ.
back a little bit, if you don't mind. Just, I have a question.
Sure.
I mean,
Okay.
obviously, I was raised Christian, so I'm very familiar with the general concepts of how important it is to have faith and to believe in Jesus Christ's sacrifice and how that provided a bridge between us being sinners to be in God's presence because of His holiness.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm very familiar with that, and I really have no issue with that, really. My question, though, is what you said at the beginning. So a lot of my problems with Christianity doesn't even come down necessarily to Christianity. And allow me to explain. What I mean by that is, if you believe in Christianity and I don't, if you're living your life and you're going to church and you have a community and this is bringing you peace and joy and whatnot, I have absolutely no problem with that. My goal isn't to deconvert people from Christianity necessarily, but I do tend to start taking an issue when it's I'm a Christian, and so that's why being gay or LGBT now is bad. That's where I start to have a problem because that has negative impacts on other Americans.
Like I said before, okay, being LGBTQ and other things, okay, is not an issue with Christianity. It's not knowing Christ.
But you said it was a sin.
Okay,
but you said it was a sin, right?
Okay, they are sins, okay, but so are lying, stealing.
But lying, stealing, and murdering does harm to people.
Sleeping around. If I sleep with multiple partners, okay, these are all sins, okay?
But, sir, sorry to cut you off again. To clarify, the sins you're mentioning, murder, for example, you're unjustifiably taking another human life. You've done harm there. There's no harm that comes from two people who love each other and who are adults being consensually married. So how is that a sin?
Yeah, but Hunter, let's put it this way, okay? Christ, okay, who was the creator of all things, okay, was also a designer. You're created. Each man is created in the image and likeness of God, whether they think so or not, or they want to think so or not. You are created in his image, okay? And if I am the designer, okay, I also get to set, okay, the parameters to which my design will work or should work or should be used.
Mm-hmm.
So if you being just a receiver of that life, you're not the giver of life. You certainly aren't the giver of life.
Yeah, but wouldn't his parameters make logical sense?
You didn't ask to come into this world, okay? You had no part in it, but yet you are here.
Yeah, but you're saying God, being the creator, made the parameters and made the rules. Wouldn't his rules and wouldn't his rules and but excuse me, sorry to cut you off just really quickly, please, sir. Why wouldn't his rules, if he is the creator, make sense? So, for example, it makes sense to me that God would say, don't kill people because you're harming another human being, and that's going to screw over society and everything else. That makes sense to me. But why would God say, don't love somebody else so long as it's gay or so long as you're adults and it's consensual?
Sir, again, you're going contrary to his design.
But why is that his design?
Design. Intelligent design.
Why is it his design? He's asking.
Why? Because males have a penis, females have a vagina. Okay,
but
they have a function.
But that design, you're appealing to what's natural now. You're saying because this is natural, it's natural to have heterosexual sex. But you're saying being gay is unnatural because it goes against God's design.
Yes, okay.
But it's not unnatural. So that's not even true. So it's not unnatural. You can see it because you can see it in nature. There's evolutionary explanations as to why we can see gay animals in nature. And
evolution is a crock. It's something that cannot be proven, something that cannot be witnessed. Evolution is
God cannot be proven or witnessed either. And evolution has been witnessed in labs.
Oh, sir, guess what? Let's put it this way. There have been debates, about Christianity or creationism versus evolution, and creationists win it every time. They win it every time.
I think we're getting a little bit derailed here. I want to really specifically.
Their transitional species have never been discovered.
Sir, we can talk about evolution another time, but that's not really. I'm trying to ask you something specific here. Because you're saying that LGBT, so being gay in this case, is against nature. And if it's against nature, that's against God's design. But what I'm saying is that it's not against nature. This is something we see in nature. It's very natural, actually. And there are other things we see in nature that are not natural or that are natural that we as humans still decide are wrong.
And all these things, like AIDS, and HIV, these are all happen because these types of things happen. Now, of course, there are drugs for it, but that doesn't take care of anything that's going to happen to your soul. Now, let's put it this way.
You're not explaining why it would be bad for your soul. Because you have a risk of AIDS. Straight people can get AIDS also, and you're neglecting to look into the. Hold on, wait, please. You're forgetting to also look at all the positives that gay people bring on general society. For example, really? Do you want to hold on? Wait, no. I don't think you want to say that, because I don't think you would tell the children who are currently adopted by gay parents that gay people are doing no benefit to society, when those children, gay people are more likely to adopt hard to place children who are older or maybe have disabilities. Gay people are more likely to adopt those people.
And I also know straight people, who do adopt people who are hard to place. I know many of them.
There's also gay people that do it too. So that's a benefit to society, right?
Exactly. But trying to push your lifestyle, on a society,
You're pushing your lifestyle, sir. Sir, I'm sorry to cut you off again, but that's what you're doing. You're saying that one lifestyle is a sin against God and that they'll go to hell because of it. And then you're saying that it's the gay people that are forcing their lifestyle on our society? You're forcing your lifestyle on society.
No, you are forcing your lifestyle. You're asking for my tax money to pay for puberty blockers and this and that. You have no right to do that.
You're going all over the place right now. You're going all over the place right now. Puberty blockers. First of all, I don't know where tax dollars are being put towards that. Does welfare even cover that?
Your president right now is trying to get us to pay for these things. Abortion is another thing that I don't believe in, but yet I have to pay for abortions, something that I don't believe in. I got to pay for
No,
abortions.
I mean,
This is
this is a different thing entirely that you're talking about. So if you want to talk about puberty blockers, for example, that would be a problem within the medical field. That doesn't even have anything to do with whether or not people can be trans. That doesn't even have hold on, wait. It's not a sin necessarily to take medicine. You would argue it's sin to be LGBT. But yet if they take puberty blockers, that doesn't determine whether or not they are valid in being LGBT.
I'm just using that as an example, but but being LGBTQ, you're going against design.
You're
going against the designer.
How do I determine what is and isn't God's design?
Being sleeping with another man, a man.
No. How do I determine? How do I know what is and isn't God's design? What do I look at to know?
It's like, sir, it's like having an owner's manual to a car. I want to know how something operates. I go to the owner's manual.
What's the owner's manual?
You can't say that this world, this universe came into being, without some sort of manual, or book design, to tell you how to live your life.
Are you saying it's the Bible?
Moral codes. Let's put it this way: evolution cannot explain a moral code, how these things happen. It can't explain love, how love.
It's not supposed to, sir. It's not supposed to. It's a scientific theory on how life evolved. It's not, sir. I'm sorry. It's not supposed to. Science doesn't give us morality. But my question is, you're trying to now allude to. No. Wait. You're trying to allude to the Bible. You're saying that it's the Bible that is this manual. But yet, why is the Bible saying it's bad to be gay? When gay people are benefiting children who are hard to place. Gay people adopted, yes, they do. They adopt at much higher rates than straight people as well, obviously, because they cannot biologically have children themselves. So why is God saying that this thing that does a net positive for children is a sin? Why? Why is that a sin?
Still a sin.
Why is it a sin then? What determines it being a sin then? Just because God says so?
It goes contrary to God's design. Period.
And you can't tell me what is and isn't part of God's design except for the Bible. But then why is it against God's design if it's not doing a harm?
Male and female. I'm sorry, how do you know you're not doing any harm? How do you know you're not doing any harm?
You're doing wait, gay people being able to live their lives freely, one, is an American principle, so I think that's a good thing. Two, gay people, when they're married, consensually adults, when they're adopting, yes, that's bringing a huge benefit. Yeah. And even kids adopted by gay parents tend to be just as happy and healthy and educated as kids raised by straight parents.
Let's put it this way. You can have your feelings now, but you will answer to your Creator. How will you answer to Him? And how do you think?
I'm going to say, God, why did you say this thing that doesn't hurt anybody is bad? That's what my first question would be. And then if he says, it's bad because I said so and it actually doesn't harm anybody, then I'd say, then how are you even coming to the conclusion that it's good or bad?
He decided. I don't understand. Let's put it this way. I don't understand all that there is to know about Christianity, but I trust it. Let's put it this way. I don't have to understand everything there is to know about electricity to know, that when I flick a switch, the light goes on. Mm-hmm. I just trust that the work has been done and I enjoy its benefits.
Yeah, but the difference is that you can look into how that electricity was set up. You can read about it. You can look at it. You can witness it. And it's been tested. What you have with the Bible is an ancient book that's been translated over and over again. We haven't even found the very original manuscripts. And you're looking at these ancient documents to determine now that it's bad to be gay, even though gay people are bringing a positive to society and kids. Why is God's view anti-children almost? Why is God's view seemingly against kids having a loving, happy home?
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
They're giving a loving, happy home.
Because you can look at the statistics and you can read about kids who please. There has been over 40 years of peer-reviewed research on this subject, and kids raised by gay parents fare just as well, if not better, in some circumstances, than kids raised by straight parents. That's how I know that it doesn't do a harm and it actually does a benefit. Compare that to being raised in an orphanage or in the foster care system.
Sure. Sure myself.
Sorry, you're cutting out. What?
No, I've adopted children myself out of the city, of Baltimore.
Okay.
Foster kids. I fostered them, and they were healthy and they were happy. Yes.
Good. I'm very glad to hear
They
that.
had no relationship with me, okay, and I have no problem with loving them.
Okay. Neither do gay parents.
Or let's put it this way: in the end, you will answer to God. You will answer to God.
But okay, I don't care because God is failing to give me a good answer to any of these things. Why would I follow a God where it's going to do a net harm to kids who need a home? Why would I follow a God who's going to do that?
So, do you know, okay, the end from the beginning, if you are harming them or not? How do you know?
Because we can look at data. We can look at how they fare throughout their entire childhood.
Or, I mean, yeah. Let's put it this way: Christianity has been. Okay, we have the evidences of Scripture. Okay, I'm just trying to think of what they were called.
We don't. You're probably talking about the Dead Sea Scrolls, but we don't have evidence of all these scriptures. We just have ancient reports, ancient people making claims. There's no evidence, for example, of anyone named Moses. There's no example, for example. There's no evidence that 600,000 Israelites were ever enslaved. What about stuff like that?
Yes. Yet you'll reason with secular history. In other words, you trust secular history over biblical history.
Yeah, because biblical history is not backed up by anything. It's just a book.
Sir, it's been backed up by secular historians. The Bible.
Okay, what has been backed up?
Okay, Christ's life, for example. Okay, Josephus. Okay, who was a historian at the time of Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, verified him. Okay, let me give you.
I'm not denying that Jesus Christ existed, but that doesn't prove that Jesus Christ was God.
Oh, he proved himself that he was God.
No, he didn't. But okay, he didn't prove the miracles. You have claims by people from thousands of years ago saying this happened.
Yes, he did, sir.
I think that this has been a valuable conversation. No, I definitely hope that I definitely try to keep it civil. I know things maybe got a little heated, but either way, I do really respect you for coming on here. And if you'd like to come on again and talk again when I'm live again, you're always welcome to. Okay.
But sir, you are off. Okay. There are books out there that can actually answer your questions. Okay, I give you three: the case for faith, the case for a creator, and the case for Christ himself. Are three books written by what is his name?
By Lee Strobel, I know.
Lee Strobel. Okay. Also, Josh McDowell.
Yes, I'm familiar with their works.
The case for faith. Yeah.
He's familiar with their works.
Okay. Did you ever read those books?
I've looked into the case for Christ before. Yeah, I think I saw the movie or something, but I can look into that more if you'd like. But either way, I am going to end the call here. I appreciate you coming on here, and thanks again for calling in. And I think you said your son's name was Matthew. Matthew, thanks for having your dad call in. Of course, I said I'd keep it civil, so I hope that it was okay. I know things got a little intense, but yeah.